Hello YouTube, shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you yet another awesome video. It's Sunday night. You know what that means? Time for some pay-per-view wrestling. It is, and of course it's January. You know what that means? It's time for the 29th annual Royal Rumble. Yes indeedy, the Royal Rumble, which signifies the beginning of WrestleMania season. It is after this event that the card for WrestleMania of this year starts to take shape. So, what kind of shit are we gonna have tonight? I got my notes, and I'm all calmed down because I spent most of the Royal Rumble match itself marking out like a fucking idiot. But anyway, let's get started. Pre-show. We have a fatal four-way tag team match in which one of these four teams will be entered into the Royal Rumble. We have a team of the Dudley Boys versus Mark Henry and Jack Swagger versus the team of Damian Sandow, a.k.a. Sizzle, and Darren Young. It's an interesting team. Versus the Ascension. This was a standard match. You really could have missed this and not really missed much. Surprisingly, Mark Henry and Jack Swagger make it into the match. So yeah. At this point, we didn't know exactly who else was in this match, but we'll find out later. First match of the card proper. Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. Last man standing match for the Intercontinental title. This was a fucking war. You got two guys who of questionable mental acumen, of questionable sanity, beating the crap out of each other for the IC title. This is why I like Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose, why I like this feud. It makes the IC title feel important because, as I said on the WrestleCast, for Kevin Owens, the most important thing right now is the Intercontinental title. This was an epic battle of attrition. This just two guys who beat the piss out of each other for 30 minutes. In my call, the best singles match of the night. The best match of the night outside of the main event, the Royal Rumble. But yeah, after going through two tables, Kevin Owens gets taken out, and Dean Ambrose is still your Intercontinental Champion. Next up, The New Day with Francesca 2. Yes, she's back. Defend their titles against the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso. This was a pretty good match. Usos and the New Day always have good chemistry together. Some good moments. There was a nice little transition between Jey and Kofi when they both tried to super kick each other. It was a nice little transition that went into a tag with Big E. This was a great little match. Very, very hungry. The ending was awesome because I can't describe it for you. You have to go watch it yourself. Needless to say, the New Day continue to reign as the face of the tag team division. Next up, Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio, United States title on the line. This is the rubber match for their trilogy of matches that they've had, and this one is a little bit better. Unfortunately, towards the end of the match, it was a little botchy. There were flaws in it. Someone said that this is the match of the night, but unfortunately, the botches in it kind of knock it down a peg. It's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but the botches. It starts when Kalisto tried to go for I think a back swinging sunset suplex, but unfortunately he slipped off Del Rio's back and spiked himself on the mat, and that really had to hurt. I was concerned for him. He was a bit loopy, which led to a couple of other botches, which I'm forgiving them because, well, when you spike yourself, you're not going to be wrestling at your best. But needless to say, it's one Salino del Sol later. We have again a new United States champion. 2 times, Kalisto. Next up, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte for the Divas title. Now, I like this match, but the only flaw I can say in it is Ric Flair. Apparently, the bookers don't think that Charlotte can get over by herself, which is a shame because if you've watched NXT, like a lot of you naysayers out there have not done and refuse to do, you will know that Charlotte is more than capable of getting over on her own. Rick does not need to be out there. He does not help her in any foreseeable fashion or way. But needless to say, thanks to some dirty shit, Charlotte retains. Griffin, I am so sorry, my friend. He's a big Becky Lynch mark. Then I got happy in my head place, both of them, as the boss, my wife, the boss, Sasha Banks, comes out, beats the crap out of Becky because she's in her spot. It looked like the BFFs between Charlotte and Sasha were okay again, but then Sasha reminds Charlotte that you can't trust Becky Lynch. She's the fucking boss. She don't play second fiddle to nobody. But yeah, now the Royal Rumble main event. This one had me especially hyped because of the added stipulation that Roman Reigns would be defending his World Heavyweight title in this particular Royal Rumble. So everyone had a little extra incentive to actually put on their best because the winner was not getting a ticket to WrestleMania to face the champ. They would be the champ. So I have the entire list in order from all the wrestlers. Of course, number 1 is Roman Reigns. Number 2, Rusev. The number 3 spot, this broke the internet. We all kind of figured it was coming. We all had an inkling it was coming. But none of us were prepared for it. But in the number 3 spot, TNA's former 2-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion, former 5-time X Division Champion, former 2-time TNA Tag Team Champion, former Global TV Legend title, whatever the name of that title was from TNA. Former TNA, first ever TNA Grand Slam Champion, first ever TNA Triple Crown Champion, former 2-time New Japan Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, and the former leader of the greatest heel faction in professional wrestling, the Bullet Club, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And if you haven't heard of AJ Styles, then you need to click this video, you need to turn this fucking video off and go watch AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura at Wrestle Kingdom 10 and educate yourself. Now, in the CBR forums, there were some people that were speculating that no one would pop for AJ because no one would have any idea who he was. The crowd went absolutely apeshit for AJ Styles, and as did I, because for the first time ever, AJ Styles steps into the ring, and he didn't go through NXT. They hop, skipped, and jumped him all the way to the main roster for the Royal Rumble. And that's what I call a debut. But anyway, going back down the list, number 4, Tyler Breeze. Number 5, Curtis Axel. His unfortunate streak of being 1 year in the Royal Rumble without being eliminated, it came to an end tonight. Number 6, Chris Jericho. Number 7, Kane. Number 8, Goldust. Number 9, Ryback. Number 10, Kofi, who of course did his usual Kofi Kingston thing by avoiding elimination by landing on top of Big E's shoulders. He was eliminated a little bit later by a super kick from Chris Jericho off Big E's shoulders. Number 11, Titus O'Neil. Number 12, R-Truth, who gave me a very good chuckle when he thought this match was a ladder match, and he brought a ladder in the middle of the ring, which I'm okay with Crazy Truth. He's okay. Number 13, Luke Harper. Number 14, Stardust. Number 15, Big Show. Number 16, Neville. Number 17, Braun Strowman. Number 18, a limping Kevin Owens. Number 19, Dean fucking Ambrose. Number 20, and another mark-out moment, Sami Zayn. And he eliminates Kevin Owens, who before had eliminated AJ Styles. I'm not mad at that, because there was no way in hell they were going to give the belt to AJ Styles his first night there. No matter how good he is, no matter how much I want him, I knew that. If he was going to debut, there was no way he was going to win this match. But I'm at least glad he got eliminated by Kevin Owens, because this sets up so much. So much. Number 21, Eric Rowan. Number 22, Mark Henry, who was eliminated in under 30 seconds by the Wyatt family. Tossed out like old lunch meat. Number 23, Brock Lesnar, who single-handedly wiped out the Wyatt family. Number 24, Jack Swagger. Number 25, The Miz, who did a very smart thing and not get in the ring when Brock Lesnar is hungry and in a bad mood. So he did some time on commentary. My favorite line: if he keeps talking to me like that, I'm gonna get in there and turn Suplex City into Mizzly Land, the most awesome land in the world. Number 26, ADR. Number 27, Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt orchestrated his boys instantly, as even though they were eliminated by Brock, they got back in the ring, beat the crap out of Brock, and threw him out, eliminating him. There will be repercussions, Bray Wyatt. Just wait. Number 28, Dolph Ziggler. Number 29, Sheamus. And in perhaps the biggest surprise entrant of the night, number 30, Triple H. So yeah, those were all the competitors. Triple H pretty much made it his mission to destroy Roman Reigns. Now, Roman got taken out at towards the very beginning of the match, as the League of Nations basically pulled him outside the ring, didn't eliminate him, pulled him outside the ring, beat the crap out of him, and put him through the Spanish announce table. He was taken to the back, and I was, among others, worried that he was just going to wait until all the guys finished wrestling and just come back and clean house and beat the crap out of everyone and do and blah 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 and just hand him the win again. But thankfully that didn't happen this time. We came down. Well, needless to say, Bray Wyatt was... Who eliminated Bray Wyatt? I can't remember who eliminated Bray Wyatt, but he got eliminated. So the final four were Sheamus, Triple H, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose. Surprising, Dean Ambrose is still in this. He is a fucking mutant. But anyway, Roman eliminates Sheamus, but then he's eliminated by Triple H. So this means we are guaranteed to have a new champion. So it was down to the Titty Master versus the Admiral. It was very close. And I was really pulling for Dean to come out of this pay-per-view double champion, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be, as he was eliminated by Triple H. And thus Triple H wins the 2016 Royal Rumble and is now 14-time World Heavyweight Champion. And frankly, I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about it, because the way they were doing Roman in this particular match, I'm quoting Bray Wyatt here, anybody but Roman. Anybody but Roman. So now, that 2016 Royal Rumble. My thoughts? I was pleasantly entertained by this pay-per-view. The matches outside of the main event were awesomely good. The only down spot was Becky versus Charlotte, and I'm blaming that not on the girls themselves, but on Ric Flair's unnecessarily need to be out there. Match of the night was easily Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. Some great title matches. We saw the debut, the WWE debut of the phenomenal AJ Styles. We saw the return of Sami Zayn. And hopefully, this means he's on the main roster, and we're going to see another feud between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They have to do this at WrestleMania. And of course, our new champion, my Admiral, the Game, Triple H. So I'm not too sad about that. So, that was the Royal Rumble, and that's my video. Like what you see? Like, comment, subscribe below. Got any questions, comments, or just want to talk about, or better yet, bigger question, what was your biggest mark-out moment of the night? It could be anything. I'm posing a question to you guys. What is your biggest mark-out moment of the night to be? Was it when AJ made his debut? Was it when Triple H eliminated Roman Reigns? Was it when Sami Zayn came out and got some sweet, sweet revenge on Kevin Owens? What was it? Let me know in the comments below. Supporting the channel is simple. You already know. Tip jar's up there. Patreon is in the description. Look me up on Twitter, Captain Luffy, in case if you want to follow me or something. So until next time, it's been shintigercurl, that dude in the straw hat, and saying good night, and 14 times.